The effect of COVID-19 pandemic has no doubt escalated vulnerabilities of labor migrants to abuse of human and labor rights, as well as victimization and unfair, unethical recruitment processes, which arose from desperation. According to the International Labour Congress, ILO, the effect of the global pandemic has pushed migrant workers' rates to 169 million globally in 2019 alone, while the gender distribution revealed that 68.1 million, or approximately 41.6%, were female. Speaking at a training workshop organized within the framework of the Fair Way Project, Director, ILO Country Office for Nigeria, Ghana, Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Liaison Office for ECOWAS, Vanessa Fala, said the capacity building workshop was to understand the key advocacy initiative that institutions such as Nigeria Employers Consultative Association, NECA, and the Human Capital Providers Association of Nigeria, UCAPAN, could use to support fair recruitment processes and manage illegal migration and trafficking of persons. Fala stated that the project would make a better understanding of illegal migration and how best to respond as a country in the face of COVID-19 pandemic. President of the Human Capital Providers Association of Nigeria, Remi Adegboyega, called for the need to look at the migration of workers from the rural area to the urban centers in the country. Other speakers maintained the training will strengthen the capacity of employers to mitigate the impact of COVID-19 and engage in best practices.
Bring to their mind that apart from formal governance arrangements that exist, there are also socio-cultural, traditional systems that influence the migration experience, and that we have a very strong migration governance framework in Nigeria. We have a revised national policy on labor migration. The migration policy itself is in revision, so we're going to have a second national migration policy coming out. And just to bring the minds of people, participants, to the fact that it's very important to have proper institutions like they do, and it's also important to engage with the public and to be able to understand how those people interact with migrants and how that affects the migration experience.
This workshop is therefore important so that we are able to discuss and understand the legislative framework around labor migration, what the policy says in terms of labor migration, but most importantly, what is the role of employers' organizations and private employment agencies in facilitating a conducive environment to promote and facilitate that labor migration in the context, of course, of COVID-19.
I think that this is something that we need to look at as well in terms of migration of labor, as opposed to just focusing on labor migrating to America and European countries. And when you look at the percentage of labor that migrates from Nigeria to all those countries, you see that it's relatively small, the migration that we see from the rural areas in Nigeria to the urban area, especially Lagos. And we need to look at how best we can make sure that these people are safe and that they are put in employment in a fair manner.